Here is another equation. The key to solving these equations is to recognize that the value inside the absolute value bars can either be negative or positive, since the absolute value of both numbers are equal to each other, regardless of the sign. For example, the absolute value of 4 is the same as the absolute value of -4, since both numbers are at a distance of 4 units from 0 on the number line. We can apply this principle to solve the equation. We know the value inside the bars can be either negative or positive, so in one case we use positive x, while in the other case we use negative x. So we end up with two equations. Now we'll solve each equation separately. In the first equation, we can just remove the brackets to get x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. This can be easily factored as x minus 3 into x plus 2 equals 0. Now equate each factor to 0 and solve to get x equals 3 and x equals minus 2. In the second equation, expanding the brackets will give us x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0, due to the double negative here. Again, this can be easily factored as x plus 3 into x minus 2 equals 0. Now equate each factor to 0 and solve to get x equals -3 and x equals 2. Now always remember to check your solutions, since not all 4 solutions will work. Let's substitute each solution into the original equation. We'll begin with x equals 3. So we'll get 9 minus the absolute value of 3, which is 3 subtract 6 equals 0. So this solution is valid. Now check x equals -2. We get 4 minus the absolute value of -2, which is 2 minus 6, which gives us -4. So -2 is not a valid solution. By the way, 2 will give the same result as -2. So 2 is not a solution. Let's check -3. We end up with 9 minus the absolute value of -3, which is 3 minus 6, which gives us 0. So the other solution is 3. Only 2 of the possible 4 solutions are valid. This is why it's always important to check them. Let's try a final equation. Notice that this equation has 2 absolute value terms. Now remember that the expression inside the absolute value bars can either be positive or negative. So we'll need to consider all the different possibilities. The first possibility is both expressions inside of the absolute value bars can be positive. The other possibility is that the first expression is positive, while the other is negative. The third possibility is the first expression is negative, while the second is positive. The fourth and final possibility is that both of the expressions inside the bars are negative. So we end up with 4 possible scenarios, hence 4 different equations that we need to solve separately. In the first equation, we can just remove the brackets and then group like terms to get 3x equals 9. Divide both sides by 3 to get x equals 3. In the second equation, we multiply the first bracket by 1, and then multiply the second bracket by -1. Now group like terms, and we get the same solution, x equals 3. In the third equation, we multiply the first bracket by -1, and then multiply the second bracket by 1. Now group like terms, and we get -x equals 7. This means that x equals -7. In the fourth and final equation, we multiply both brackets by -1. Now group the like terms, and we get -3x equals 1. Now divide both sides by -3 to get x equals -1/3. Now remember to check each solution to see which ones fit the original equation. Now let's check x equals 3. We get 5 plus 0, which is 5. So x equals 3 is a valid solution. Now let's check x equals -7. We get 15 plus 10, which is 25. So x equals negative 7 is not a solution. Now let's check x equals negative 1/3. We get 1 2/3 plus 3 1/3, which is 5. So x equals negative 1/3 is a valid solution. So our two solutions are x equals 3 and x equals negative 1/3. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.